Hi guys. So we're gonna be talking about the defensiveness today. I'm doing this today because this morning I had a conversation with a family member that kind of got hot, and defensiveness was the corporate of it. Okay, so what is defensiveness? Defensiveness is the suit of armor you put on when you get triggered. Defensiveness makes you weak and untrusting and breaks connection. We all get defensive, okay? Recognizing when you get defensive, knowing why it happens, and arming yourself with the tools to manage it, it can transform the trust that others place in you, okay? There's little that is more costly to you than the price of defensiveness, okay? Somebody getting defensive is the telltale sign of the spark of ignition stage, okay? We talk about the ignition stage when we get triggered, okay? Everything shuts down. Shields go up, spikes come out. It's a stress response that takes many forms. It's a feeling of a knot in your belly or pressure in your head, or maybe it manifests as sarcasm, as silent treatment, right? Even laughter at serious topics. You've seen that one, right? Here's what you'll do when you get defenses. Interrupt with, yeah, but you raise your voice. You can't actually be serious. Resort to personal attacks. You're too much. Who do you think you are? You got all smart now. You dismiss their view without hearing them out. I don't even care. You deflect with past grievances. Well, what about the time you did this? You generalize. You never listen to me. You always do this. Yeah, sound familiar? What do these things have in common? You point the index finger at the person next to you and do what? How about you? This reflex, because it's a reflex, okay? You learn this. This reflex of pointing outwards towards somebody instead of inwards highlights a fundamental feature of damaged people, okay? Trauma. It's this deep-seated aversion of being wrong or perceived as flawed hits every psychological trigger for these people. Social evaluation. If I'm wrong, would people reject me? Would I be humiliated? Personal identity. If I'm wrong, will I still matter? Am I defective somehow? Loss. If I'm wrong, will they walk away? Will I lose my reputation? This is how we build a wall. The perception of threat, the emotional overtake, the emotional overtakes that analytical state, okay? It's like everything inside you wants to run away or fight that threat, okay? That is the other person. You don't want to learn, you don't want to listen, you don't want to reason. And if you're the other person, it's excruciating, okay? It doesn't matter what you say, they just don't listen, okay? You won't be able to change their mind, because the harder you try to prove to them that they're wrong, the more convinced they are that they are right. The number one reason people don't want to listen is because they are uncomfortable, okay? What I said conflicts with what you believe, and that creates discomfort, okay? This discomfort is called cognitive dissonance, okay? Things are different and they seem a little bit threatening, and that ignites your psychological trigger. You'll do anything to avoid discomfort, even fly to a different country, okay? the harder I work against you to push my point in your face, you will become more defensive. It's a natural thing designed to protect you, but it really does more harm than good, okay? By putting up walls, two things happen. You prevent others from understanding you, and then you shut like yourself off from understanding the other people. And here's the problem. You accept the consequences of you shutting off, but you dismiss the consequences of other understanding you. Here's what I mean. You'll drop all expectations of yourself, meaning that you don't care to understand them. And at the same time, you maintain all the expectations of the other person, okay? Like, you still expect them to understand you. You still expect them to cater to your feelings. It's like locking your door and being upset that the other person is not inside. You know, you said this before. They should know. They should know better. They should know I'm upset. They should know how I feel. They should know that they were wrong. They should know that this is affecting me. These are the same people that when the shoe is on the other side, they say, I can't read your mind. We all do that, so don't worry. But when the walls come up, you care less about the other person and you expect them to understand you, okay? And that's enough for now, because I have to go back to work. Don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat, and don't kill any insects today. Mwah, 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 mwah.